There aren't many Medicare agents in this country and in this industry that will ever make $100,000 a month in their business. But in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly the steps you need to take, what you need to do, and what your business needs to look like for that to become a reality. This video is sponsored by none other than Lead Heroes, you guys. Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketed leads and virtual staffing. On the lead side, whether it be Medicare supplement leads, final expense leads, turning 65 leads, they just got something for everybody. They can also actually have you plug in with one of their virtual staff members on the staffing side to where you can pay by the hour for one of their trained and very well vetted staff members to help you out in your business in a virtual assistant format. Just because you watch this video, they're going to give you 10% off any order you make on their website. Link to the site can be found down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. So you want to make $100,000 a month as a Medicare agent. You want to make 6 figures in a 30-day time span. Well, let's walk through this step by step and talk about what your business needs to look like for this to be a reality. Okay, so first things first, I wanted to talk about something real briefly about what your business actually needs to look like in order to make $100,000 a month as an agent, okay? So if you're just writing direct to consumer, let's say you're writing Medicare Advantage, right? Just so we can have something kind of quantifiable in order to give you guys kind of an example. At the current street level commissions, let's say you have 4,000 clients on the books, okay? You have 4,000 Medicare Advantage clients on the books. And with these Medicare Advantage clients, if you're at street level, let's just say, you know, if you're not in California, you're not in New Jersey, that kind of thing, that you're in a situation where you're making about $25 a month on the renewal side, right? Let's just say, hypothetically, you're getting renewals on all of those, okay? You need about 4,000 clients for that to be a reality. 4,000 clients, around $25 a month, that gives you $100,000 a month in renewals. So some people might think to get $100,000 a month in renewals, you need 6, 8, 9, 10,000 clients on the books in order to make it a reality. Not necessarily, really only need about 4,000-ish to make it reality. And that's if you're not writing any new business at the time, your agency isn't writing any new business. So that just kind of gives you a goal, and maybe not even a goal, but like a ballpark estimate of where you're going to be at in order to make this a reality. Now, what does it take to get the proper number of clients, the proper number of revenue? And maybe it's not even necessarily you doing it all yourself. It's so much easier to write 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 clients when you're doing it as a group effort. What I mean by this is you have agents and you have a team surrounding you, an A+ team, the dream team, if you will, that surrounds you, and everybody plays an important factor, okay? I'm not going to say it's completely impossible, but for most it's nearly impossible if you are trying to do everything yourself and trying to be a one-man band and a one-man show, okay? You make 6 figures a year by yourself. You can make multiple 6 figures a year by yourself, but if you're making $100,000 a month, you are in the 7-figure territory, okay? And to be in the 7-figure territory, it's a matter of we instead of a matter of I, okay? So I'm going to talk about exactly what you need in order for this to be a reality, okay? So first things first, if you're brand new and you're watching this, you are always starting out as an I. Always. You do not ever start with a team. Why is this? Because you don't have the revenue to pay anybody as of yet. You don't have the revenue to hire anybody as of yet to help your business grow. And in order to hire somebody to help your business grow, you need what? Revenue. And the only way to get revenue is to write business, is to write policies, okay? So this is going to be incredibly important through your journey. So many people want to come into the business and they want to focus on everything except for what I like to call income producing activities, okay? You need income producing activities for this to be a reality, right? So you need to get out there and write. And not only do you have to get out there and write, you have to get very, very good at putting points on the board. You need to be prospecting. You need to be working. You need to be working leads, trying to generate leads, trying to get business, trying to do anything you can. And there's so many videos out there. We've put out plenty. Others have put out plenty about how you can actually generate business as a single agent, right? I've talked about it in nauseating detail on this channel, so I'm not going to talk about it in this video today, but you have to get clients written. And it's not just for the revenue standpoint. You are never going to be able to bring people in and teach them how to write business if you ever want to grow your agency and have agents inside of your agency if you've never done it yourself. So many people want to put the cart before the horse, right? They want to bring people in to have them write business for their company, but they never have written 50 apps, right? It's putting the cart before the horse. You have to put up numbers if you're going to make this a reality. So what I would tell you if you're an individual agent and you're watching this and you're starting at 0, maybe you have 10 clients, maybe you have 20, maybe you have 50, maybe you have 80, whatever the case might be. This is my challenge to you if this is a goal of yours to make $100,000 a month. Go from wherever you are right now to 1,000 clients on your own pen as fast as you possibly can. As fast as you possibly can. Now, somewhere along the journey, maybe at 400 clients, maybe it's at 500, maybe it's at 600. Everybody's different in terms of, one, their financial situation, but two, just the kind of business they're writing, right? Like how much Medicare Advantage versus Medicare Supplement, right? Are they dealing with? How much D-SNP business are they dealing with? The customer service is going to overwhelm you at some point if you're a one-man show. The customer service is a real thing. And when you're a one-man show, guess what? That means you are also customer service. You're wearing every hat possible. So the first person I recommend hiring is somebody to come in and help you with customer service, because they are so valuable and they are a lifesaver for you, and they allow you to put your focus on getting more clients and growing the business, okay? So wherever it is, I would say you're probably looking at realistically between 4 or 5, maybe even 600 clients on your path to 1,000 under your own pen, okay? That you're going to hire your first person. People always ask me, should I hire a salesperson first? Should I hire an admin first? I don't think it's even a conversation. I don't even think it's a debate. I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever to hire a salesperson when there's no admin to help you. There's no customer service representative. There's no assistant to help you. Because if you bring in a salesperson, you don't want the salesperson doing all the customer service, because you're paying them to sell. You're paying them to grow your business and your clientele, right? So if you have a salesperson but no customer service, guess what? That makes you full-time customer service. And your time needs to be spent in so much more important places, and that's growing the business in different ways. So that's going to be the first person you need to bring onto your team, right? This is strategic. Now, this is going to help you get to 1,000 clients much faster. Okay, so you get to 1,000 clients, and then from there, you continue to write business on your own pen. But maybe what you do from there is you bring in another person, and this time it's a salesperson. It's an agent that's on your team. Maybe you have them salaried, and you have them set up as an in-house agent. And by the way, being set up as an in-house agent is not a bad thing whatsoever. If it's the right opportunity, it can be far more lucrative than being independent. It just is what it is. Now, there's a lot of bad opportunities out there, so don't take it as a blanket statement, but there's a lot of wonderful, great opportunities out there to be an LOA, to be an in-house agent. So you bring in this person. You have great experience now because you've written 1,000 plus apps on your own pen. You know what you're doing. If you do 1,000 apps in this business, you know what you're doing. You're going to know how to handle pretty much any situation that's thrown at you. Okay? You know your stuff. And so you can train this person. You can kind of have this person duplicate your processes. You can put leads in front of them, put business in front of them, and then you can slowly start focusing on other areas of the business. You can focus on more marketing and getting your cost per acquisition down, or maybe even finding out different ways to scale your business. You can put your focus on different things. Maybe you want to recruit agents at that point, and maybe you want to develop a different side of revenue for your business. By the way, you should never, ever recruit an agent, in my opinion, if you don't have this first part of it figured out, where you have a great book of business and you know what you're doing, you know what to teach. You have, I personally am of the opinion that I would like to see 1,000 apps before you started recruiting agents. That's my own personal opinion, because when you recruit agents, number one, they suck a lot of time from you, and you might not have the revenue and the cushion to be able to kind of withstand that. Number two, so many of them don't do anything. No matter how good your training is, no matter how good you think you are, you can't drag them to the finish line. And if you can, your time is better spent elsewhere. You have a better ROI spending your time elsewhere than forcing somebody to really grow their business when they don't want to. You can't want it more for them. And so then you can start focusing on different angles in your business, and then you really get to a point where you start scaling. You hire a second salesperson. Maybe at that point you need a second admin, and then you kind of see things grow as you put together your team. And before you know it, you'll have $100,000 months, $150,000 months, and your business will just continue to grow, expand, and scale. And it's just one brick at a time. One thing I told somebody the other day is, if you are the business owner, you have done everything at one point in time, especially if you started out at ground zero. You have done everything at one point in the time. You know how to do everybody's job, but you can't be all things to all people and expect to scale and expect to be a 7-figure business. You just can't. You have to focus on the most important things in the business that only you can do and find ways to automate, delegate, and eliminate everything else, as my friend Glenn Shelton once said. Okay. And this is really how you're going to grow. This is the easiest and the most predictable pathway to making $100,000 a month in your Medicare business. If you guys really want to learn how to make $100,000 a month in your Medicare business that goes beyond what we talked about in this video, there's no better place to do that than at the Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit this June 9th and 10th in Salt Lake City. It's my 2-day event, my 2-day conference where we have 16 industry experts, most of which multiple 6-figure income earners, many of which 7- and 8-figure income earners. Some of the top minds in this entire industry are going to be on stage teaching you how to grow your business and be more proficient for 2 days straight. In Salt Lake City, Utah, get your tickets now while you can in June. Salt Lake City in June is amazing, by the way. It's the perfect weather. It's beautiful. The mountains, you can't beat it. And this event is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So make sure to get your tickets down in the description of this video. And without further ado, guys, if you like this kind of content and you enjoyed this and you found this helpful for what you're trying to do in your business, do us a favor, show us a little bit of love by dropping a like on this video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you're notified when we upload, and we'll see you next time, guys. Hope to see you making $100,000 a month in your business. Thanks, guys.